April 10th is not just another date. This is a fracture point in time. This is the moment when Mars collides with Uranus, and the universe does something it rarely does. It opens a doorway that was never meant to stay closed forever. Tomorrow, you are standing right in front of it. You may feel it already. That strange tension in your chest, that restless energy in your body, it's that quiet but undeniable knowing that something is about to break, shift, or awaken. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is a cosmic interruption. And you are being pulled toward a doorway that leads to a completely different version of your life. But here's what you must understand. Not every doorway is comfortable to walk through. Some doorways ask you to leave behind what you thought you needed. Some doorways demand courage you didn't know you had. And this one, this Mars-Uranus doorway, is fearless. It does not wait for you to be ready. It only asks one thing. Will you step forward, or will you stay where it's safe? Because tomorrow, the universe is handing you 3 opportunities. Not small ones, not subtle ones. These are sharp, electric, life-altering openings that can change your direction in a single decision. And if you hesitate too long, the doorway closes just as quickly as it appeared. Mars is the force of action. It is your instinct, your drive, your courage, your anger, your hunger to move forward. Uranus is disruption. It is shock, awakening, rebellion, sudden truth. When these two collide, something breaks open. Something that cannot be controlled or postponed. This is not slow transformation. This is instant ignition. And when this energy forms a doorway, it doesn't whisper. It demands. It shakes you out of patterns, out of illusions, out of waiting. It forces movement where you have been frozen. It reveals truth where you have been tolerating confusion. It pushes you toward something new, even if part of you is still holding on to the old. Think about the past few weeks, the heaviness, the delays, the emotional loops that felt like they had no exit. You may have felt stuck between choices, unsure whether to move forward or stay where you are. Maybe something in your life has been slowly draining you. A situation, a relationship, a job, a version of yourself that no longer fits. But you didn't know how to leave it. You may have been waiting for a sign, waiting for clarity, waiting for the right time. But what you didn't realize is that the waiting itself was part of the preparation. The universe was not ignoring you. It was building pressure inside you. It was strengthening your awareness, sharpening your instincts, preparing you to recognize the doorway when it finally appears. And now, here, this is where everything changes. This Mars-Uranus conjunction doesn't gently guide you. Jolts you awake, creates moments where something suddenly becomes clear, painfully clear, undeniably clear. Truth you can no longer ignore, a feeling you can no longer suppress, a realization that cuts through every excuse, every delay, every maybe later. And that is why this doorway is fearless. It shows you exactly what needs to change, and then it asks you to act. Some of you will feel this as a sudden urge to break free, to walk away, to speak up, to finally choose yourself. Others will experience it as an unexpected opportunity, something new appearing out of nowhere, something you didn't plan, something that excites you but also scares you. And that fear is not a warning to stop. It is the signal that you are standing at the right doorway. You must understand this. Fear does not always mean danger. Sometimes, fear is the edge of your expansion. Sometimes, fear is the moment before your life shifts into alignment. And this transit is filled with those moments. But there is another side to this energy. You cannot ignore it. Because what opens suddenly can also collapse suddenly. This is not a stable energy. This is not a time to act blindly, impulsively, or emotionally without awareness. Mars brings intensity, and Uranus brings unpredictability. Together, they can create breakthroughs, but they can also create breakdowns. If you are not grounded in your truth, this is why the doorway matters. You are not being asked to react. You are being asked to recognize, to see clearly, to feel deeply, and then to choose. With awareness, not chaos. Right now, your mind may feel scattered. Your thoughts moving faster than usual. May feel impatient, like something inside you wants immediate change. Your body may feel charged, almost electric. Sleep may feel different. Your dreams may be vivid, symbolic, even unsettling. This is your nervous system responding to the shift. You may notice tension in your shoulders, tightness in your throat, a sense of urgency in your breathing. You may feel moments of clarity, followed by moments of doubt. waves of confidence followed by sudden hesitation. This is the doorway energy moving through you, testing your alignment, showing you where you are ready and where you are still holding back. Emotionally, this can feel intense. You may suddenly see someone differently. You may realize that a connection you trusted is not as stable as you thought. Or you may feel a powerful pull toward someone or something that feels new, exciting, and unfamiliar. Conversations may feel charged. Words may come out faster, sharper, more honest than usual. This is not the time for surface-level interactions. This is the time for truth. And truth changes everything. Because once you see something clearly, you cannot unsee it in your relationships. This doorway can reveal where you have been overgiving, where you have been settling, where you have been waiting for someone else to choose you instead of choosing yourself. It can also bring sudden connections. People entering your life unexpectedly, triggering something inside you, awakening a part of you that has been dormant. But not every connection is meant to stay. Some are here to show you something, to activate something, to remind you of who you are becoming, and then they leave. That is part of the doorway too. Now, when it comes to money and abundance, this energy is just as powerful and just as unpredictable. You may feel a sudden urge to take a risk, to invest, to start something new, to shift your financial direction. Opportunities may appear quickly, but you must look beyond the excitement. This is not about chasing fast money. It is about aligning with long-term value. Ask yourself, does this opportunity open a doorway to stability, or does it pull you into chaos? Because Mars will push you to act. Uranus will tempt you with sudden change, but your power lies in your awareness. This is a moment to protect your resources while also being open to expansion, to trust your instincts, but not abandon your wisdom and your body, your physical body. It's deeply connected to all of this. You may feel overstimulated, may feel bursts of energy followed by exhaustion. Your sleep patterns may shift. You may need more water, more rest, more grounding. This is not weakness. This is your body adjusting to a frequency it does not experience often. Listen to it, because your body knows when a doorway is real. It knows when something is aligned and when something is not. And if you ignore it, the energy will become overwhelming. So slow down where you need to. Breathe deeper. Give yourself moments of stillness in between the intensity. This is not about rushing through the doorway. This is about walking through it with awareness. Now here's where it becomes even more powerful. The universe is not just opening one doorway, it is opening three fearless opportunities, moments where your life can shift in a direction you did not expect, but deeply need. And each one will feel different. One will challenge your courage. It will ask you to step out of something familiar and into something uncertain. It may feel uncomfortable, but it will also feel right. The second will test your truth. It will force you to be honest with yourself, with others, with your situation. It may require a conversation, a decision, or a boundary that you have been avoiding. The third will be the most subtle. It will not shout. It will not demand. It will appear quietly, almost like a whisper. And if you are not paying attention, you might miss it. But that one may be the most important of all, because sometimes the most powerful doorways are the ones that do not look dramatic. They simply feel aligned. And now, the question is not whether these opportunities will appear. They will. The question is, will you recognize them when they do? Will you trust yourself enough to walk through the doorway, even if you don't know exactly what's on the other side? Or will you hesitate and watch it close? Because this energy does not stay open forever. This is a moment, a sharp, electric, unforgettable moment, and what you choose will echo far beyond tomorrow. Now, let's go deeper, because not everyone will experience this doorway in the same way. And for some zodiac signs, this is going to hit on a level that feels almost fated. There are certain souls moving through this moment who are not just witnessing this doorway, they're being pulled toward it with force. For them, this is not subtle. This is not quiet. This feels like destiny knocking loudly, repeatedly, refusing to be ignored. And if you are one of these signs, you will know, because something inside you is already shifting faster than you can explain. The first sign standing directly in front of this fearless doorway is Aries. If you are Aries, this is personal. Mars is your ruling force. It is your fire, your instinct, your forward motion. And when it meets Uranus like this, it electrifies your entire being. You may feel like something inside you has been building for weeks, maybe even months. And now it is reaching a breaking point. You are no longer willing to stay in situations that limit you. You are no longer comfortable with hesitation. There is a sharp clarity rising within you. It is cutting through everything that once kept you still. This doorway is asking you to move. Not later, not eventually, but now. But here is your challenge, Aries. This energy can push you into impulsive decisions if you are not grounded. You may feel the urge to act immediately, to break free, to say everything at once. But this doorway is not about reckless action. It is about aligned courage. You must ask yourself, is this decision coming from truth or from frustration? Because if it is truth, it will lead you forward in a way that feels powerful, even if it is uncomfortable. But if it is frustration, it may create consequences you are not ready for. This is your moment to act, but act with awareness. The doorway is open, but you choose how you walk through it. The second sign is Scorpio. Scorpio, this is not just a doorway for you. This is a reckoning. Uranus is activating the deepest layers of your emotional world, your attachments, your bonds, your hidden truths, and Mars is bringing those emotions to the surface. With intensity you cannot ignore, you may feel like something is shifting in your relationships, something underneath the surface that has been there for a long time, now demanding to be seen. You may experience sudden realizations about someone close to you. You may see their actions differently. You may feel a shift in trust, in connection, in emotional safety, or you may feel a powerful awakening within yourself, realizing that you have been holding on to something that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. This doorway is not easy for you, Scorpio, because it asks you to release control, and that is where your transformation lives. You are being shown that not everything can be managed, controlled, or predicted. Some things must be felt, fully, honestly, without resistance. And through that, you find your power again. This is not about losing something. It is about shedding what was never truly yours to carry. And the third sign is Aquarius. Aquarius, this is your element. Uranus is your ruler. It is your frequency. And when it aligns with Mars like this, it activates your purpose in a way that feels sudden, but deeply aligned. You may feel like your direction is changing. Quickly, ideas may come to you out of nowhere. Opportunities may appear that feel unconventional, unexpected, even disruptive. This is your doorway to innovation, to freedom, to stepping into a version of yourself that is no longer limited by old structures. But here's what you must understand. Not every new opportunity is meant to be taken immediately. Some are meant to be explored, understood, integrated. This energy is pushing you to think differently, to break patterns, to trust your unique path. But it also asks you to stay grounded in your values, to not lose yourself in the excitement of change, because your power is not just in seeing the future, it is in building it with intention now. Even if you are not one of these three signs, this doorway is still active in your life. It may show up in different areas, but the energy is present for everyone, and this is where your awareness becomes everything. Because the universe is not forcing you through the doorway, it is offering it, and your response determines the outcome. This is why the guidance for this moment must be taken seriously. You must slow down your reactions, but sharpen your awareness. You must observe what is happening around you and within you without immediately trying to control it. Notice where you feel resistance. Notice where you feel excitement. Notice where something feels off, even if it looks good on the surface. This is not the time to chase. This is not the time to force outcomes. This is the time to respond. With clarity, if a conversation arises, be honest, not aggressive, not defensive. Honest. Say what you have been holding back, but say it with intention, not emotion. If an opportunity appears, pause before you say yes. Feel into it. Does it align with your long-term path, or is it just exciting in the moment? Something feels unstable. Do not ignore it. This energy exposes cracks. For a reason, and most importantly, abandon yourself in this process. Because one of the biggest risks of this doorway is losing your center in the intensity of change. Stay grounded, stay present, stay aware, and remember, you do not have to walk through every doorway that appears, only the ones that feel true, because the universe is not testing you. It is revealing you. It is showing you where you are ready, where you are still holding on to something that no longer serves you. And that is where the real transformation begins. Now, as this energy continues to unfold, there is something deeper happening beneath the surface. Something that goes beyond opportunities, beyond decisions, beyond external change. There is an internal shift, a rewiring. A quiet but powerful transformation in the way you see yourself, your life, and your future. And if you miss this part, you miss the true purpose of the doorway. Because this is not just about what you gain, or what you leave behind. This is about who you become. When you choose courage over comfort, so as you move through tomorrow, watch closely. Watch how people behave. Watch how situations unfold. Watch what feels different, even in the smallest ways, because the universe is speaking, not in words, but in moments, and those moments are guiding you toward something new, toward something real, toward a version of your life that cannot be accessed without walking through the doorway. And as you stand there, feeling the weight of the decision, feeling the pull of the unknown, remember this. You are not here by accident. You are not being shown this energy randomly. You are here because you are ready. Even if part of you feels uncertain, even if part of you wants to stay, or it's safe, because growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in moments like this, moments where everything feels like it could change, because it can. And now, the doorway is open, the energy's moving, the opportunities are here. So take a breath, feel your truth, and when the moment comes, forward, because this is where everything shifts.